Hey, what's going on? JNUG just breaks 13. Bitcoin hit 13,000. JNUG blows through 13. Kind of weird. Kind of weird how manipulation works. And these are all gap down, so I would look for a these are all exhaustion gaps, it looks like. So I have to see some kind of turnaround. Let's keep an eye on those gaps. See the Dow Jones. Looks like we confirmed that top pattern. I gotta get my stuff straightened out here. Takes me forever to get this thing going. See that top peak coming in on S&P as well. It's holding on by the 8 for support, but he's going here. BTC, watching that a few days ago, it hasn't run yet. Pop came all the way back in, but it's gearing up for something. There's a gap there. See, watch the thing run though. Looks like it came back in a little bit. DGC keeps coming up. Let's see if this thing wants to run today. DOHE. Looks like that picked up the pace yesterday. Looking for a break. 40. Looking for volume. I don't see anything interesting yet. That's the one that I liked yesterday, but it's kind of running into resistance here, so I don't touch that yet. That's the list there, so you know if you see anything. I got more. If we can't find something. I got this one, but I can't see anything on it because my feed's not right. REFG, REFG. Keeps coming up. REFG. Cannabis. Looks like it's filling. There's a gap that's not on my list. KTX, that's on my list over here. Nothing sticks out except for that one. Looking for TGC to turn a corner here. See if we can get this thing running. Below 13, what a POS. Let me take some of these out. I have to keep an eye on this one. It's got motive and intent. See what happens when this fills finally. GTX. Fat fingers there. Still like this TGC, but it's not figured out what it's going to do yet. Only broke out once, came all the way back into support. Nugs over 13. That'd be a good time to take a look at the miners. It needs to reverse somewhere. So through 13, back through 13, 13 for support. Let's see how that pans out. Emotional spots on the chart. I can't get a good read on the previous low. I forget what it was. JNUG. I screwed up my list. I forgot I screwed it up. I didn't fix it yet. Here's a good look. JNUG's low. I don't know if that's done yet. Maybe it's acting like it, but we'll see. Are you sure it's not a headache caused by coffee? You know, you can get headaches from too much coffee, right? I was dating this girl way back when, and she drank a lot of coffee. And those pills they gave girls, the Midol, you know, those pills to help their PMS. Bunch of coffee in there. So she was double dosing. So she started to get these headaches. And she'd go to the doctor, and the doctor couldn't tell her what the hell was going on. So eventually she would complain and complain and complain. You got to figure out what's going on. You got to figure out what's going on. I can't handle these headaches. The doctor gave her a spinal tap. I laughed so hard. You dumb, whatever you are. Spinal tap hurts, man. Anyway, that's a long time ago. I just remember that, and I get a laugh for. How about Have a laugh on her expense. She'll probably laugh about it too. She's a high-power lawyer now. Anyways, I don't see anything particular just running out of nowhere. So miners are in the dumps. I got 1 or 2%, and lithium's up again. I've got Urban Hippie was trying to ease his headaches from the coffee, and I said that coffee actually adds to headaches. So ease off on the coffee, because my ex-girlfriend, way back when, it's got to be at least 20 years ago now, got a spinal tap because she would complain to the doctor about how to figure out where the headaches were coming from. So, I mean, this was a long ordeal. It wasn't just like going to the doctors and then getting a spinal tap. It was back and forth, day after day. And she's just furious at the doctors. So the doctor's like, all right, we'll give you a spinal tap. I was just like, what the hell's going on with you? You do not get a spinal tap. You're a retard, man. The doctor's just the doctor's just playing with you now. What the hell you get this spinal tap for? I don't know if she agreed to it or so funny. When she told me that the doctor I picked her up from the hospital, the doctor gave her a spinal tap. I was like, what the? Oh my god. Anyways, be careful with too much coffee. You might have to get a spinal tap. Yeah, I can't concentrate either. That was a funny memory. VRA is a good gap and run. It's coming into resistance at 227 or so. But can't get a read on that one. Hey, there's a nice flat top break on that WAC. Watch for volume. Look how, see this pattern? We see this a lot when it starts to break out. It gets real volatile. You see that? Back and forth, a real tighten. Just real long wicks, or not wicks, long bodies. Just real, the range just increased. And that's another scan that you can do, is where, you know, the daily chart price range has increased like 2-3% or something like that. The true range. You can, that's a good indicator, the true range indicator. But watch for that. It's a good indicator that it's going to break out. Things get volatile. I call it the volatility moves. So WAC, that looks like a promising little mother right there. WAC. AMBS, looking for volume, I guess. Nothing sticking out like a sore thumb. Some volume there. Keep TGC on watch. It's coming in, huh? So yeah, so the first 15 minutes, you'll know. Is it gonna fill or is it gonna run? So it still has a little bit of room to turn around. It's got great volume. It's coming back in. It's that pop and that inverted hammer over support kind of action. So be patient, let it come in, find that support. Looks like I might want to come back a little bit more. Looks like steel's taking off. There you go, steel. Giddy up. That's a good one for the economy. I sell steel buildings, so I know they're pretty popular. Oh, I am see. OPTT is just creeping, slightly creeping. This one popped out of nowhere. I think it's just a glitch though. All right, so VKTZ just broke down. So now we need let it figure out what it's gonna do. I think it's just gonna fill. Seems like. WAC is probably the best one as it's breaking. Here comes VKTZ back through resistance. Let's see if it can do it. Got a double bottom forming. WAC is my fave. It's only 50% of the volume. VRA. I didn't get to do all my charting either, or my scans, so let me see if I can find something. It's the same usual suspects though, so after a while you can't scan enough. Where's oil at? Oh, there it is. So now it's basing again. There goes whack. Walter Investment Management. 62 is resistance. Previous highs. It's like 50% roll in that long candle over there. So let's see if we can't get through 63 on the way up. Got to get, oh, good. 50% of the average volume into 75% of the average volume. Here it comes. Volume breakout. BKTX, come on. Turn your thing around. Here it comes. Let's see if it can get through back through resistance. BKTX. Little whip. There it comes. It's got good volume today, so it's people are waiting for that bottom. Coming out of oversold now. This is just a 1 minute chart, but still. Start of something good. Could come a lot way in. I don't know. Might fill. Gotta show a little bit of gusto to get through resistance to get back above. Coming out oversold, I'm gonna watch that. Oh, I keep picking on that one. BIOC, didn't that run yesterday? This one came all the way back in as well. Watch this one to come back above previous highs, 82 or so. A little glitch in the matrix right there. All the way to 120, all the way back to 80. I'm gonna take some of this crap out. Cure, what happened to Cure yesterday? Yeah. Hit the top of that gap. Oh, oh my God. Oh, it's a huge buster for us. Hope somebody made some money on that. PBHO. Gearing up. SNDY, that looked good yesterday. I don't see anything. No. JNUC back below 13, so the 13 did not hold. PZRX, I had a alert set. Looks like a little tap, tap, tappy. PZRX, watch for that. Can't see any volume on it. And BIOC, we just looked at that. Came in on an alert just now. So it broke out, came all the way back into the previous breaks. So buy at support, sell at resistance. Make sure it turns first though. Make sure it's cold support. Could just fall over. Like this stupid thing. Still trying to fill. I hope you stepped out of that hi-ho a little early, I guess. Don't get caught. Here's 3. Emotional spot on the chart. Looks like it's filling. First 15 minutes, you should know if it's running or filling. Look good at the start though. Scattered. WAC. BRA is the other one. I think that's all I can say about anything else. This one will turn around sooner or later. Hopefully it'll hold 3 here. Still waiting for the 1 minute to come out of the oversold situation. It's got great volume today. 700% of the average volume. Isn't it fun how they manipulate you? And then they wonder why we like trading Bitcoin. There's a turnaround on BKTX there. Into 3, holding 3. Let's see if we can't get support breaking through previous lows. Coming out of oversold. Let's see if we can't continue this momentum on the up, up, up through resistance. You need a little bit of volume for the kick. WAC is coming into resistance at 62, 63, so that needs quite a bit of volume to get through there. I still like GOAG. That's one of those blockchain thingies. Watch that for a 40 break, everybody. If you didn't grab it at support, it looks better at 40. Boom, boom time. That monthly chart. When all the charts add up, the daily breaks, weekly breaks, if you all of them breaking at the same time, like into 60 would be resistance on the way up. Find something on the scans. VTG in. Looks like I missed that one. There was our winner. I missed it. Don't chase it. Cap and run right there. PZRX still get that alert, so there's the turn on VKTX. We got resistance at 320 coming in. Let's see if we can get a pop across. Out of oversold. Out of oversold into support. You see that little bullish retrace into support coming outside. Nice. GOHE. Here we come. WAC still running it. What do I think of it? I think it's been running for a while. I would not chase that. I got a double top showing. If it breaks previous highs, you might use that as your support. Hi, Host Silver, did you get your money back on that one? I want more coffee. It's cold. Speaking of cold, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I bought this little propane heater for the house because my furnace has been out. And I can't afford $3,000 to replace it, or I don't want to afford it. So I bought this little Mr. Heater and got a little propane tank. You know, it's a 3-gallon tank, $10 to fill it up. It don't last more than 3 days, and I don't even hardly use it. I only use it at night. So $10 every 3 days. I'm going back to electric. Thank you very much. Whoever said propane's a better way to heat your house is retarded. Electricity is still cheaper. It might be different if you're using a heat pump, electric heat pump, but I'm using a little space heater. It's a lot less expensive. Twice as less, almost, I'm estimating. Very upset. I spent a lot of money on that stupid thing. Just sucks the propane. I didn't even have it on high or anything. Pisses me off. One thing that happened yesterday that was really awesome was EOS hit 5. $5 on EOS. I bought that. I started buying that all the way back in. 65 cents. I'm very happy. And I don't think it's done. No, I don't. It's consolidating. Coming back into support now. Damn. I was about 15 minutes late on that one. I imagine that the equity market is going to be a dime a dozen here shortly because the Wall Street wants to take control of this ICO market. I understand that they want to control the whole ICO market and funnel it through this Securities Exchange Commission bullcrap. I don't understand how they think they can just control the world just because they're Wall Street. I don't know. See how it turns out. I think the bankers are scurrying to try to get us all paranoid about the. Yeah, did you pick up the? Did you pick it up on the break across the three? A 3-bar pattern there on the 1-minute chart, breaking across, back into support. Watch for the previous breaks, climbing on up. Came out of oversold a few minutes ago. BRA into resistance. Looks like whack. Came back through. I don't see much going on there. Let me fix my list here so I can go. Let's see here. Yos. Some bank in India is deciding to ban any kind of Bitcoin transactions. Yeah, there's a war on. I hope freedom wins. I hope everyone wakes up. This is our chance for freedom on this blockchain stuff. Don't let the bankers have it. It'll enslave us or it'll bring us more freedom. You choose. I think with all the confusion around, bankers are going to win this one. It's just scary. I don't know what to think anymore about people. A lot of brain dead people running around. Anyways, anyone want to buy a propane heater? It's going on the chopping block. IMUC. A little late on the 1 minute, but I have a previous break here. Maybe I'm giddy because I made a bunch of money yesterday on EOS. Yeah, I'm scared for humanity. I think after 2 generations of dumbing down everybody, it doesn't look like there's any hope for anything for people. Are you sure? I'll sell it to you cheap, man. I'll even trade it for some Bitcoin. That's a nice 2 buy reversal on IMUC, so watch that bad boy. It's already running, but I hope you caught it when I mentioned. S&P, Dow, and NASDAQ all coming through. Let's see. Dollar coming into resistance. 94 is the break. If it can get back above 94, then it'll probably run up to the previous highs, 95. It's got a lot of work to do. That's a daily. Monthly, it's coming back into resistance as well. I got a 3 bar reversal on the Dow. Let's see how this holds up. It's still above support on the 8, but this candle is very ominous. If that breaks down 24,000, we got reversals showing at the tops here. It's bearish piercing pattern too. I failed to mention that yesterday. Plus a long wicked hanging man. Not perfect, but close. I got a hanging man on NASDAQ. Into support, back into resistance, rejected. So look for that. Look at the momentum turn on the 813 cross. Looks like it wants to come back into resistance. Let's see if it gets rejected. Oil. Put in that lower high. It's consolidating still. And there's natural gas. Still coming on the low. Back through, broken out, coming back in for support, back through, back in. Gold. Got a double bottom showing. See how that holds up today. Silver back through 16. If we had a free market, silver would be what, 600 bucks? What do you guys think? If Bitcoin's a free market and it goes to 13,000 with 21 million shares outstanding, where do you think silver would be? We have a good chance of breaking free of these chains, people. Yeah. My general guess would be 600, yeah. And that would be a base though. 600 would be a base. So easily 1200, you know, running up. Get exhausted, come back into 600, maybe 700, maybe 800. I don't know. It's just a shame. KIQ. That is a good question. Yeah, a dime a day for the Roman soldiers, right? I remember. I remember the story. An ounce of gold can still buy you what was it? The best clothes, sandals, and a nice family outing. So I guess gold is holding its value. 1200. Or was it silver for 1 ounce of silver? I can't remember. So if a dime is worth, let's say a good day's work is, you know, I knew a teacher that was making 175 a day. Before taxes. After taxes, it got raped, but so if a dime was worth 175 bucks, what's that make it worth for an ounce? God, I was 15 minutes late on that one. I would have been the hero of the day on that one. BTGN. Missed it. It's too busy telling a propane story or Spinal Tap. Remembering a Spinal Tap. It's stupid. I don't think there's 10 dimes to an ounce, is there? I think there's a little bit more than that. I can't remember that. These are troy ounces we're talking about, not I don't think 10 dimes make an ounce. I think I'm wrong. Damn it, Jasper. I'm trying to figure it out right now. Um, let's just do the There is a bunch of difference if you start counting ounces. It becomes a big difference in the end. I can't remember. Jasper, tell me how many dimes make an ounce? Just regular old silver dimes. Junk silver. It's about 14 of them. I'm guessing about 14. 15. It's got to be an exact amount. I don't know. Silver should be a lot more. That's the moral of the story. A lot more. Like, a lot more. Coinflation.com. There you go. Talking grams now. I think this is all meant to confuse us. Anyway, silver's breaking previous lows. It does not feel good here. You come all the way back through to 1565 or so. Yep. Yeah, there's copper and all the dimes. So what's the answer, Jasper? Come on. Looking at 13, maybe 13 dimes. 13, 14 dimes. I'm guessing that's my best guess. Boom, 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 boom. What's that one? Come on. Boom, 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 boom. This is the blockchain thingy majiggy. All the hype surrounding the blockchain. I think it'll break. The anticipation. Isn't it, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it 12 ounces per? No, I'm thinking of something different. What am I trying to think? I don't even know. Right. No, I just want to know how many dimes make an ounce, man. Not grams. Not literally. Here comes the break on GOAG. Give me some volume, baby. Resistance coming in at 66, 60, 66. Oh, IMUC just blew off. You're killing me, dude. How many stupid dimes? Not grams. How many dimes make an ounce? We're trying to figure out what the good minimum wage would be for all the slaves. There you go. That's my best guess too. 13, 14, yeah. Just a little old junk silver dime. 14 of them to make an ounce. So what was it? 175, 114th. Yes, that's what we're trying to figure out. If my friend is a teacher, makes $175 a day before taxes, how many dimes is that per day? I guess that's If a dime is worth 175 bucks, then how much is an ounce? So it's 175 times 14. $2,400. 2450. Well, it's just throughout history, dimes, silver dime was used to pay the soldiers in the Roman Empire. That's how much they got paid per day. No, because we're talking troy ounces. There's about 14 dimes for that ounce that you're talking about. I don't know. Apples, oranges. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. As far as we just calculated, approximately silver should be at 2,400 bucks if the teacher continues to get that average wage. What? No. What's up with the Asian markets? I don't know. Imagine Bitcoin is disturbing all the markets. Which actual market are you talking about? The yen? I don't really keep track of the Asian markets except for the carry trade. Not much going on there. I don't know. What do you see? What chart are you looking at? True grit. Point of the whole silver story is silver, if it traded like Bitcoin, should be a lot higher, above 600 at minimum. And it looks like through an exhaustion move, probably upwards to 2,500 per ounce. What stock? Nero's the one that ruined everything by adding copper to the silver, so he can what do you call it? Run deficits. He had deficits and he had to pay for them, so he would add copper to the silver. And if you look at our history of the dime, they did the same thing. So it looks like they didn't learn anything from history. Slam a damn a ding dong. GOHE. I gotta get going. Silver gold ratio is gonna break out too. Best time to buy some silver here. Look at the break. Could run up to previous highs on the silver per gold. 79 ounces. Yeah, Nero started that. Dilution of the currency, putting copper into the silver. And he hid it. Once everyone found out what was going on, it was too late. Good job, Urban Hippie. Look at resistance coming in though, okay? Sell into resistance, sell some profits at least. Looks like a good runner for a longer term, but I don't know if you want to trade it. I'm not an investment advisor, I'm a trader. So look for an even bigger break coming in. Bailing? What are you bailing for? I don't see a reversal on the 1 minute chart. You do a little scalp? Nothing wrong with that. I got reversals showing on the Dow, all the indices. Oh yeah, the Nikkei's down. Let me see if I can find the Nikkei. There it is. Yeah, that's showing a top 2 in it. Lower high, breaking over that 34 with the spike high to start her off. That looks like a lot of things are turning around here. Got small bounces, but I got top showing on everything. Looks just like a nice big giant pullback, man. Nikkei futures. Yeah, it's still hanging 10, but I would watch very closely for anything coming past those support levels because it's very top heavy. It's got a little sharp rounded top. Freak out, man. I'm freaking out. You are freaking out, man. All right, well, I gotta go. Great to hang out with you guys, but I gotta go talk to the man. Earn my ounce of silver. Well, they gotta crash the system someday. Get us over to their conspiracy theorist Federal Reserve coin. They're going to put all their debt on some blockchain and kind of wipe it clean, I bet. They'll try to escape all that damage. Federal Reserve is holding like 4 trillion in debts in baseless assets. Just my opinion, but Trump should reset that debt for them, and then we can render them useless. Reject their charter, start giving monetary policy back to Congress. But, you know, we got to clean Congress out too, so got a lot of work to do. This country's done. I don't think we have the guts or the glory anymore. Nope, I do not. Bunch of pansies running around. Well, I may be in Costa Rica before you know it. I gotta hide all my profits on the Bitcoin. I'll see you guys. I gotta go. I swear, I do. I have to. Please stay away from the doctors. They will, if you complain enough, give you a spinal tap. I can't believe I remember that shit. So funny. I'll see you guys.